So we come to the 14th move of the 18 form qigong sequence, but it's added on to the 8 brocades. 8 brocades at the beginning, 18, so it's 26 moves in all, 2 forms together. So this is like the 22nd move of the whole 26. That doesn't matter, you can do these separately, or so we go more into the breath really of each one, each time we go in the breath. The movement's secondary, you can take as long as you like on the movement. But with all the as within the traditional forms, these all specifically help, just like sort of yoga asanas, they believe to help specific organs through nadis or meridians, whatever you like to call them. Nadis in Sanskrit, or the meridians, electromagnetic rivers linking to organs, etc. This one is believed to help the pericardium, bladder, bowels and stomach. But we're not going down that line. We're not going down the traditional route. We're going down the yogic, Pilates, hypnotic route with the breathing. Okay. So again, at the end of the day, it's just movement, and we're just linking it in a sort of breath synchronized motion manner, even sort of in a sort of vinyasa type way, breath synchronized motion in Sanskrit. Again, that's need to know all that. So we're going to go straight in with the breathing, most important part. So the breathing, we're zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out abdominals, taking navels towards the spine. Okay. In short, that throwing our corset, our transverse abdominis, the corset muscle, our powerhouse, our girdle of strength, 3 layers deep. Okay, and that's going to help us breathe into these lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. Okay, so just allow that to happen. Simply zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals. Breathe in from the nose and exhale through pursed lips. In the traditional Pilates manner, you exhale through pursed lips. That generally works like a cough or a sneeze. If you get the two thumbs around the beeline from the hips all the way around. Just gonna change that. Low back for it says. So again, thumbs round here from the hips. That's the end of the pelvic floor, but the joint of the corset muscle, 3 layers deep. Just all segmentally stabilising our spine. So again, they go together. Can't do one without the other. Engage the pelvic floor, the corset engages, or we tuck in the belly button and that throws on the pelvic floor. They go together. They link on like cling film. So again, that just gives you an awareness. Sometimes it can be a bit like an amnesia. If you don't know these muscles are there, you can't use them in a correct manner. If you know they're there, you can use them in a correct manner. So naturally do that. Throw on that corset, zip up pelvic floor. That's going to help you breathe into these lower lobes of lungs. It's as if someone's pushing out from inside your rib cage and letting go. Or someone's just opening the umbrella inside your rib cage and letting go. Just simply adding width to them lungs as you breathe in. Organ deep, cell deep, even bone marrow deep into them lower lobes of lungs. Then exhale through pursed lips. Lovely. So that's the Pilates breath. Now, again, we're going to change that. We're going to close the mouth. Breathe in, follow the journey all the way in through the nose and out through the nose now. And that's going to create a longer breath, a longer filtering breath, as it were. Okay? So again, helps us lengthen the breath in a more sort of yogic manner. In a lot of these asanas, helps you lengthen the breath to melt into them postures. It's like a tool, it's like the bridge between the mind and the body. Okay, that breath, that sort of wheeler breath is lengthened. Okay, so again, what you'll find now, as you're doing that right now, you'll find the out breath wants to fall longer than the in breath in a natural way. Allow that to happen. Okay, allow that to happen. The out breath to fall longer than the in breath, and then in a more sort of hypnotic way or hypnotheric way, if that's a word, we're going to take our mind to the out breath and lengthen the out breath. Okay, a bit like sort of 7-11 breathing, that sort of thing. The out breath is, or the in breath's conscious thought, the out breath is subconscious thought. So as you're zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals still, breathing out through the nose, and taking your mind to that out breath and consciously elongating it now, Okay, rather than the breath breathe you, you're breathing that out breath. Okay, be within the breath, especially that elongated out breath, but don't force anything. And that's going to encourage the parasympathetic nervous system to be benefited. Sleep, digestion, rest, relaxation, cellular communication, organs communicating, process of elimination, all being benefited by lengthening the out breath longer than the in breath. Encourages sleep, digestion, rest and relaxation to be benefited on a cellular level. Okay, so just allow that to happen. Okay, and just consciously take your mind to the out breath and elongate the out breath as you're still zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals, and exhaling for as long as you like. Lovely. Now again, got all the principles in that, that's good enough. You want to make that yogic breath a little bit more advanced, you can go to Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, seashore breathing in Sanskrit. So again, all it is breathing in through the nose, you're gripping the esophagus, and exhaling. It's like going with the mouth shut. It's like a raspy, silky, whistling sighing breath from the back of the throat. So you're breathing in, keeping the shoulders down. And you'll be able to hear the breath even more as you grip at your esophagus. That stimulates the thyroid gland, which helps us weight control, etc. Helps you build the heat in the body, helps us fan the fire to burn all the toxins in the body. But most importantly, it gives us that focus. It gives the mind something to focus on. It's a natural focusing breath we do sometimes, but we're overemphasizing that. Sometimes when you're trying to focus on something, a fine motor skill, you do this. We're overemphasizing that focusing breath, Ujjayi breath. So do a few more. If you can't get it, don't worry. Carry on breathing the way we were, just slightly more advanced. But otherwise, zip up pelvic floor like you still are, scooping out your abdominals, breathing through the nose, and exhaling. And you'll find the breath elongates even longer naturally because you've got this smaller filter again. You're gripping the esophagus, helps us lengthen the breath, especially that out breath still. Okay, and gives the mind something to focus on. So keep on doing that, zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals, breathing in through the nose, and exhaling through the nose for as long as you like. Lovely. You get the Ujjayi breath, or without the Ujjayi breath if you can't get it. Okay, now again, we're going to link it to motion. Nice simple one. It's just basically a punching motion from a kata. But again, as with all these, we're going to stick to the Iyengar principles, Iyengar yoga principles. Now again, horse riding stance slightly wider. I would come, if you've got any problems with knees, I'm going to stick, there's lots of, you know, knees past toes with squats, etc. But again, I'm going to stick to the old school way, the more Iyengar principles for any injuries, etc. alignment. But again, if you want to do different, you can always do different. But again, knees in line with toes, no further, and that's fine. Again, if that's far enough, that's great. If that's too much, stand up. You've got real severe knee problems, stand up. If you want to come down in a squat, you can do, as with all these qigong or body systems, you know, only go as deep as you like. Make them unique to you. If you want to go deeper, you go tailbone deep, but only as low as you still keep your knees in line with toes. Now again, you can start static or you'll be coming up and down. But again, we're going to add a little bit of movement with these. So again, basically it's hands supinated, shoulders down. This will want to happen. Okay, I'm going to go back and get the legs in a minute. But again, we're just exhaling down. Only as low as you keep the knees in line with toes. Breathing in, coming back. Don't let this happen. Shoulders down. Imagine a trickle of water just running down your back and dispersing. Mounting shoulders over, hips, head over shoulders. Lengthen up for the crown, as if there's a puppet string, a hook, a brace. Bring your head up towards the ceiling. We're going to elongate the out breath as we exhale, as we pronate the hand here and breathing, come back. Again, you're looking for the base of the crane to be nice and still. It's just the levers moving. Exhale, breathing in. Again, not be too specific. If it finishes, you know, before you get down, if you can make the breath last with the motion, feel free. If you can't, just get down there and elongate the out breath. And breathing, come back. I'll come back and demonstrate. Again, horse riding stance here. You can have the feet slightly out, but not too much. Not sort of Charlie Chaplin, but again, knees in line with toes, exhale down. Breathing, come back. Again, make it unique to you. Remember, it's your qigong. It's your union of your mind and body with all these body systems. Exhaling down, breathing in, coming and back up. If you want to stay up high, you can do this here, or go down and stay down there, you know, statically. Again, feet can be wider. Sort of horse riding stance, the more natural way, or you can turn the feet in. If you feel a little bit too much on the knees, we don't rigidly force them in, but you can just take them in a little bit, or you can have to sort of slightly out here, but nearly sort of sumo stance. If you feel up on the knees, just bring them in a little bit, and don't come down, you know, don't come down so deep with a squat, just stay up high. So it's a lovely. So, yeah, that was number 13 of the 18 form qigong sequence. Sorry, that was number 14, the 18 form qigong sequence, which is the 20. We got 2 forms together, so that's 22 of the 26, and we got the wild goose next. Lovely, bang.